Welcome to your first 9-week test review. This video will cover number 7 through 13. On number 7, you are to simplify the following expressions. When you're simplifying, you will be adding or subtracting, okay? And to do that, they need to have like terms. So you're going to combine like terms. Now, if you take a look through the whole problem first. First thing you see is you see a set of parentheses. You need to distribute before you add or subtract. So if you look at this problem right here, I'm going to bring down my 3x to the 4th, multiply negative 4x squared times 2x squared, and that's negative 8x to the 4th. When you multiply exponents, you basically are adding them together. Negative 4 times negative 11 is positive 44. X squared times x is x to the 3rd. Continue on with your distributive property. 3x times 5x squared is positive 15x to the 3rd. 3x times negative 2x to the 4th is minus 6x to the 5th. Okay? And now you're going to combine your like terms. So you'll have x to the 4th, x to the 4th. These are alike. 3 minus 8 is negative 5x to the 4th. Okay. Mark it off as you're going along. X cubed and x cubed. 44x cubed plus 15x cubed is positive 59x to the 3rd. Okay. And all you have left is negative 6x to the 5th. You are more than welcome to leave your answers like this, or you can write them from your highest degree to your lowest degree. So my highest degree is negative 6x to the 5th. Next one is negative 5x to the 4th. Always take the sign in front. Plus 59x to the 3rd. So both of these are a correct answer, and I will take either. There's number 7. Number 8. You are multiplying. This is also a distributive property. What I would do is I would take the first term times all of that. So you will have 2x times 5x minus 10 minus 5 times all of that. 5x minus 10. And now you are going to distribute. Okay? 2x times 5x is 10x squared. 2x times negative 10 is negative 20x. Continue with your distributive property. Negative 5 times 5x is negative 25x. Negative 5 times negative 10 is positive 50. Combine your like terms. 10x squared. Negative 20x minus 25x is negative 45x. And then you have your constant, plus 50. This one is already in the order from highest degree to your lowest degree. Next problem. Number 9. This time the key word here is to solve. So in order to solve, I'm going to separate my left from my right. Okay? Now if you take a look, you got a set of parentheses right here. We need to distribute that first. Negative 7m minus 6m plus 24 equal negative 32 minus 6m. Okay. Combine your like terms on the same side. Negative 7m minus 6m is negative 13m plus 24 equals negative 32 minus 6m. Continue to combine your like terms. I'm going to continue down here. Alright, so here's my line. Notice how you have m on both sides. I'm going to add 13m. What you do to one, you do to the other. These cancels out. Now, if I added 6m, that would also work. Okay, so 24 is equal to negative 32. Negative 6m plus 13m is positive 7m. Add 32 to both sides. This cancel, so you got 7m is equal to 56. Divide both sides by 7. So m is equal to 8. And if you want to make sure your answer is correct, you can always plug it back into the problem up here. And there's number 9. Number 10, okay, same scenario. And there's my 2 lines. There's my 1 line. All right. Distribute. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 5 is positive 20. There's a negative 1 here. Negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative times positive 4 is negative 4 plus 2x. Combine your like terms right here. So I'm going to bring that down. So negative, let me see, 2x minus x gives you 1x minus 4. Take care of your variables first. Subtract x, that gives you 3x plus 20 equals negative 4. Take the opposite, negative 20, that cancels. So 3x is equal to negative 24. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to negative 8. And there's number 10. Let's go to number 11. Arithmetic and recursive. Arithmetic sequence on explicit and recursive. Now let's read the question first. On number 11 it says, determine if the sequence is arithmetic. That means you add and subtract, okay? It's constant. If it is, find the term name in the problem and the explicit formula. You will need a calculator to help you. Now, to see if something is explicit or not, what you can do is, you see how you go from negative 12 to negative 32? You're going to be subtracting. Get out of that. Negative 32 minus negative 12. I am decreasing by 20. Don't just do it right there. Do all of them. Negative 52 minus negative previous term. See how they're consistent? Negative 72 minus negative 52. See how they're all the same if you look at your calculator. Okay? It's not very well. There you go. All right. So, if you'll look, they're all the same. Since they're all the same, then that means your D is a negative 20. It says to write the explicit formula. Explicit formula looks like this. X of n is equal to x1 plus dn minus 1. These are the only 2 things you change. Okay? So for me to write the explicit formula, I'm going to write x of n equal, here's your first term, negative 12, your D, negative 20, n minus 1. This is your formula. To find the 28th term, it's use x or a, doesn't matter. Now you plug it in. Negative 12 minus 20, 28 minus 1. The 28th term is going to be, and you can just type that to your calculator, like I have it. Okay? So you're going to type in negative 12 minus 20, parentheses, 28 minus 1. Just like that, and push enter. So the 28th term is going to be negative 552. So here's your explicit formula, and then there's your 28th term. Let's look at number 12. This time we're trying to find the recursive, and a recursive formula looks like this. And the only thing that changed is your D. Okay? So let's find the recursive formula in the next 3 terms. Well, let's take a look. Notice I am increasing by 4 every single time. And if you don't know that, you can just do what I just did earlier. Take your second term, which is negative 24 minus negative 28. So you're increasing by 4. Okay? Do it to the next one, and you'll see how that works. Recursive formula looks like this. X of n is equal to xn minus 1. What is your change? Plus 4. And there is your recursive formula. Oops, apologies. There's your recursive formula. Okay. Now, You need to also add the first term. What is your first term? Your first term is negative 28. That's your first term. X of 1. Let me correct that. So your first term is negative 28. And there you have your recursive. Number 13. It says, given the recursive, find the explicit formula and the first 5 terms. Okay? Let's take a look. What is the explicit formula? Well, here's your D, and there's your first term. So explicit formula looks like this. x1 plus d n minus 1. Plug it in. xn is equal to, what's your first term? Negative 2 plus your d, which is negative 8. And there you have your explicit formula. And your first term has already been given. There you go. What is your first 5 terms? Well, you start off at negative 2, okay? And you're going to keep adding, actually subtracting 8. Negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10, minus 8, negative 18, minus 8, negative 26, minus 8, negative 34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you have your 5 terms. Good luck on your tests.